Hello, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to let everyone know that I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a spiritual master or an expert of any kind. I'm just a country pumpkin sharing historical perspective for entertainment purpose only. The topic for entertainment today is frequency fence net. The frequency fence net is a net, a zone above our planet, magnetosphere, that has been reversed or the field from our Merkaba, the top part of our Merkaba, I believe, don't take my word exactly for it, has been reversed due to the reversal of that within our planet. The Merkaba of our planet has been reversed, part of it. So we create that the zone where it turns negative and positive, positive and into negative. So when the energy from the universe come in, they're gonna have a hard time. It's like two gay guys can't connect. Excuse my comparison, but when you have negative and negative, it doesn't connect. Positive and positive, it bounce back. Yes, things are still able to go to that frequency, make it to that frequency fence net, but it becomes scattered. So it's harder to put together, but it's still possible, not impossible. But that frequency fence net is also the net that cut people off from their inner self, from their guidance from the soul, from their higher aspects or other aspects from source. So they are more connected to the 3D matrix system and being led by programming, subconscious programming, behavior until that person accrete enough energy, weighs the frequency enough to a certain level. In this case, roughly, if we talk about in regard to DNA, it's like more than 4.5. Because frequency, as we know right now, we are not able to measure frequency. So it's better to talk, well, that's the only way I know, by the sharing of the Asia is about 4.5, where we can break free of that frequency fence net so that we are not being trapped by following the predictive programming, the programming that is being broadcast within our planet, the system. That's why people are so into the matrix, because they're not able to break free yet. Breaking that free from that involves an awakening, a process where it's more like on a soul level activation. Just like one day you got kicked in the butt and say, crap, you just woke up and you no longer belong to that so-called matrix anymore. And you start finding out, what the heck, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here? But before that, if it's not sustained, what I call spontaneous, um, what would that word I just used earlier? Spontaneous, I got an awakening. Uh, you go through the gradual process of raising your frequency. You can call it through ascension, I can't even get my word right, ascension mechanics. But even to get to that point, you have to be an awakened to follow the path. So just before even that part, you just have to go through everyday life like a normal John Doe, and just eating and breathing, and hopefully you're eating high quality food. Then one day you reach enough energy level, accretion level, then you become awakened more. Then you can kickstart some more complex stuff of the awakening process. Then within that way, one day you break free from the frequency fence net. But we have been on this planet for so long, we have so many opportunities to accrete energy. And some people are finally at a threshold point where they close to that point. When you get to that point, you begin to become awakened and you start questioning the matrix instead of accepting it unconditionally. That's on the personal experiential level of breaking free that so-called frequency fence net that is invisible to us. But it does exist, and it does limit our expansion of consciousness, our re-evolution back to what we used to be. To break free from that frequency fence net, like I explained earlier, we have to gradually accrete energy, frequency, to it could be many lifetimes, but we at the end point right now, so we have plenty of time to accrete frequency to the point where we begin to wake up and start questioning the system. When we start questioning the system, what people refer today as a spiritual awakening. And that spiritual awakening, like I said earlier, either through that gradual accretion of frequency and energy to lifetimes, or through spontaneous awakening, just because you are here to assist the system, to assist people break out of the system, not the system, to the 3D matrix. They have enough people helping already. You are here to help people break free from the system. And part of waking up is facing our demons, our shadow. Once we fix our shadow, or deal with our shadow, or conquer our shadow, we are automatically what you call fixing our blueprint without any complex understanding of ascension mechanics. Because just by overcoming our weaknesses, our limiting thoughts, that in itself is a way of overcoming our reverse part, our shadow part, to make it more in line with path number one. Through that spiritual awakening, we begin to reprogram ourselves, begin to accumulate more energy on path number one instead of energy of path number two. We begin to take back our power, have our boundary, no longer accepting to be a victim. And gradually we build more and more what I call crystals energy within our template instead of having Metatronic energy. The balance begins to tip. And eventually one day, when we clear enough of our shadow, our blueprint will return back to what it used to be. One day when we clear enough of our shadow, our weaknesses, then we're able to break free of the frequency fence, the minimum requirement. That means once we overcome our shadow, our weaknesses, our limitation, we begin to reassemble our DNA. That's another way of putting it. The more we overcome our weaknesses, the more DNA we're able to reassemble back. 2, 3, 4 people are putting them together. The fourth one, the fifth one, it depends. It's varied from people to people on how many DNA you have assembled already. But those are the physical things in reality that we can see, so that we know where we are within our process of breaking free of that frequency fence. So just by knowing that frequency fence exists, you broke free already. Because if you have not broken free, what I'm sharing will not come within your environment. Or at least when you come close to breaking free, then that information become available. Otherwise, it's a mismatch. It's like two gay guys. It's a frequency mismatch. The the potential difference discrepancy is too large. Only when the gap is not that big, you at that stage or beyond, then this information becomes within range, within receiving range. And it was because of that frequency fence net that is what keep us within that 3D matrix game that we are in now. And eventually, when we able to clear our shadow, assist the planet in clearing its part of the shadow, then that frequency fence net, that layer of the magnetosphere, go back to what it used to be. So I wish everyone luck in, if not have broken free of that frequency fence net or entirely, and keep at it. Because this is a continual process. Even if we broke free of the frequency fence, it is a very long, what you call path of reassembling our DNA, facing our shadows and clearing that thing. But as time progresses, it becomes easier. We understand more, know more. It's not like we're walking blind or just going around in no man's zone and can't really see head or tail. As we overcome ourselves and our weaknesses, that path becomes clearer each day. And I wish everyone luck on that journey. Thank you.